Hold these two bricks. Which of them is heavier? The bigger one. It's too heavy. You are right. We see a variety of things around us. Some of them are big, others are small. Can two objects of the same size have different weight? I don't know. I am confused. Let us find out. Take two equal-sized tumblers. Fill each with different quantity of sand. Let us call sand by a new name, that is matter. The two tumblers A and B are equal in size. By lifting each, you will notice that tumbler B is heavier. Tumbler B is heavier because it has more matter, that is sand. What did you understand, Minnie? If we have objects of same size, the one with more matter will be heavier. Now, let us do another activity. Take two tumblers. One filled with less sand, that is A, and other with more, that is B. Mark equal level in the tumblers A and B. Now, take water in a measuring cylinder and pour it in both the tumblers up to the marked level. What do you observe? You will see that you can pour less water in tumbler B than in tumbler A. This is because tumbler B has more matter, sand, which has occupied the space. In tumbler A, there is less matter. Hence, more space is available. We can say that matter or sand takes up space. But water also takes up space. So, it is also made of matter. After the tumblers are filled up to the brim, you may notice air bubbles. As water enters the space between the sand, it drives out air. Do gases also occupy space? Yes, dear. Let me show it to you. Take three objects on the table. A book, water in a glass, and a balloon filled with air. If you deflate the balloon with a needle or any sharp object, a sharp stream of air can be felt. This proves that gases are also matter. This activity proves that all the objects, solid, liquid, and gas, occupy space and are made up of matter. See, water in the glass, ice cubes, and vapor coming from boiling water. All these are different states of water. Is it so? Can you name the states of matter? In nature, matter exists in three different states: solid, liquid, and gas. Solids have a fixed shape and definite volume. They occupy space. They do not flow. For example, pencil, book, chair, table, brick, etc. Liquids do not have a fixed shape, but they have a definite volume. They take the shape of the container they are put in. They flow easily from higher to lower level. Some examples of liquid are water, milk, juice, soup, and tea. The air around us is a mixture of gases. Gases occupy space and move from one place to another. Gases neither have definite shape nor definite volume. They take the shape of the container in which they are kept. For example, balloons, tires, etc. Gases are also made up of matter. You can feel it when you blow air in a balloon as it expands. These three states can be changed from one state to another. Let us know the differences between
solids, liquids, and gases. Solids have a definite shape and volume. Liquids do not have a definite shape, but they have a definite volume. Gases do not have a definite shape and volume. Solids do not flow. Liquids flow. Gases also flow.
Can these states of matter change? Yes, Minnie. These three states can be changed from one state to another. This is seen in water. In nature, water exists in the three states, which are as follows: solid, ice, liquid, water, gas, steam or vapor. Ice, which is a solid, changes into liquid water on heating. This process is called melting. On further heating, water changes into steam, which is gaseous state. This process is called evaporation. On cooling, steam or water vapor changes into water. This process is called condensation. On further cooling, water changes into ice. This process is called freezing. Let us summarize. Matter has weight and occupies space. Matter exists in three states: solid, liquid, and gas. Matter can be changed from one state to another. Water exists in all the three states of matter, names as solid, ice, liquid, water, and gas, steam.